phone down. Probably wouldn't even know how to unlock it. I could make it put your phone down.
It's Rory Lavish, and I'm back again just to give you guys another video. But before anything, I want to apologize for not uploading as frequently as I planned to, because this video was supposed to be uploaded 2 days ago, but I just got back in school this week, trying to get back in the gist of stuff. I'm trying to avoid senioritis, and it's just been too much for me. But I'm going to make it up to you guys, I promise that. But this video is going to be a story time about the very first time I ever snuck out. So, mind you, everyone knows that I just don't give a fuck. But before I never just gave a fuck, I used to be such a goody little two shoes. I didn't want to do nothing. Like, I was too scary. I don't know why, but I was. But anyways, so this happened 2015, junior year, so beginning of my junior year when I was working at Wendy's. And this is when I would do, like, long shifts on the weekends from, like, 10 in the morning to, like, 8 at night. So I got home from work, and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't get to go out tonight, so I'm gonna just go home, sleep, watch some Netflix, blah, 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 do me. But when I get home, I go on my computer to check my Facebook because my phone had died at work, and I see a message, and it's from my friend. Let's say his name is Zach. So Zach hits me up and was like, what's your address? We're about to pull up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yep, bet, because I'm trying to get turned. And then my other friend that he was with hits me up too, is like, what's your address? Let's say her name's Jessica. So I'm like, yep, bet. So they both together, this is about to get, like, dumb lit. So I'm typing my address midway into typing my address, it hits me, I'm like, my grandma's asleep. And before I can go out and do anything, I had to ask my grandma for permission, and she wanted to know everything. So I knew she was asleep, it was late, it was going to be too late to try to convince her to let me go anywhere. So I'm like, fuck, should I still go? And I'm like, fuck it, I ain't no bitch. I've been doing good, I've been at work, so let's get it. So before anything, I went to my brother's room, and I was like, so I'm going to need you to cover for me because I'm about to be out of here. And he was like, okay, yep, bet that. So I'm like, yep, bet. So I type in my address, and I get dressed, and I'm sitting here for like 20 minutes, and I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, how am I going to get out of here if this place is practically like booby-trapped? So we used to have like cameras everywhere outside so they can like watch everything, because I guess there used to be a lot of outside and they just wanted to be nosy, so they have cameras. So I'm like, if they see me walking out, they're gonna know I'm leaving because the cameras can tell them. So then I'm like, fuck, so how am I gonna get out of here? Luckily, no one was in the garage where the camera TV was, like, so you can watch everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just run out this garage and be out free. So I did that. They text me, they were like, I'm outside. I run out the garage, and I run, and I told them to pick me up by the church so they won't pick me up in front of my house. So I run, and I go to the church, and I go to the car, and it was my friend Zach, my friend Jessica, and then this dude I never met before. He was driving, but I'm like, fuck it, he looks lit, so let's all get it. So then he's driving like 100 miles, 100 miles per hour in the fucking 40-mile-per-hour lane. So I'm like, okay, he's crazy, but you know what? It's not going to get in the way of my turn up. So we pull up, and I'm thinking we're going to like just a little smoke out, a little chill out, just all of us. No, we pull up to Zach's sister's party. And me and her are good friends now, but this was the very first time I had met her. It was her 16th birthday. So we pull up to her party, and it was like mid-turn, like midway through the party where everyone's already comfortable and then their little vibe and their little zone. So I'm like, now I gotta come catch up. So fucking mama ain't raised no bitch. So I came in there, I'm like, what's good? So then at the table there was like a line of shots waiting. So I'm like, oh, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I already came here. Go hard or go home. So all the people I had came with was taking shots, and they was giving to me back and back. So I was like, you know what? Bring it on, because bring it. So that time I'm like 20 shots deep. I'm like, fuck. I feel fucked up. So I go to sit on the sofa, and then I see this girl I knew from middle school, and she was just sitting there, and my drunk ass was just like talking, just trying to chop it up. And then the dude who was driving 100 miles per hour was sloppy drunk. So I'm like, fuck. How am I going to get home? It's like 12 in the morning at this point. How am I gonna get home? So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, so I snuck out. I have no way home. So there's either way this goes, I'm fucked. So I'm like, okay, so I need to get out of here. So the girl who I was talking to from middle school was leaving, and I'm like, this is my opportunity. If I'm getting home, I'm gonna have to leave with them. So I'm like, how did you get here? She was like, oh, me and my friend drove. I'm like, do you think you can take me home? She was like, she made like that little face, like, really don't want to, but I'm like, I'll give you gas money. I'm so happy I brought my money, because I'm like, and she's like, yeah, I'll take you home. So I give her the gas money, and we're driving, and everyone's just singing in the car, and I'm singing because once you put a little liquor in me, it's gonna be a lit situation. So we're driving, and I pull up to my house, and my garage is open, and I'm like, oh my god, how did they know? And they left the garage open for me to come back in, or what? So then I walk to the house, and the garage was open, and then I'm walking upstairs, and my grandma calls me to her room. I said, yep. So then she calls me to her room, and she was like, there was a doorbell. The doorbell was ringing, and while I was gone, I guess at the party, I guess she said the doorbell had rang, and I'm like, oh, who was that? So then she asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. I was asleep in my room, and then she was like, well, it was ringing, and I was like, oh, actually, I think that's when my friend came to bring me some food, because she didn't give me food that night, so I just made it seem like I had my friend bring me food, so I'm like, oh, that's when my friend brought me some food. She was like, oh, I think she knew I was lying, but I was like, you know what, there's no proof. So, yeah, basically, I lied my way out of it. I came home free, and I never got caught. And they still don't know till well, they'll probably know after this video, but, I mean, it was a year ago now, so what the fuck is they gonna do? But, yeah. Anyways, that was my story time. Let me know if you have any ideas for the next video, because I'm always open. And let me know if you want to collab. I'll let you know where to hit me up at, and we can make something happen. But keep it cute, not pressed.